It's a bigger fashion faux pas than when Obama rocked the tan suit. It's a bigger controversy than Caitlin Clark not even making the Olympic team. The U.S. just dropped our opening and closing day uniforms, and we've got to break it down and why I'm like appalled and very confused by what the Team USA is going to be wearing. And then we'll go through some past history of what we rocked on that Parade of Nations as we lead up to the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, France in just a couple of months. If you're new to this channel, this is the Daily Huddle. We love having you here. I'm Ben, along with Nate and Aaron. We break down the top news across the sports world to keep you informed and a poppin' comment channel. So let me know what you think. Like I said, y'all remember the controversy of Barack Obama rocking a tan suit? That has nothing upon what the Olympic team is going to be rocking into the opening games. And here it is. Just be ready for it because it is appalling. There they are. The opening ceremony, we are rocking a white, like a jean jacket type kind of thing that also looks like a NASCAR type uniform with white jeans. And I loved looking here on Twitter and just seeing like, hey, it looks exactly like Ricky Bobby. And so I don't know if that was like the design inspiration that Ralph Lauren was going for. But man, this just gives me all of the cringes. I feel like that is going to really not age well. And if we look at uniforms of the past, they definitely at times like don't age well. There are certain ones that you look. I remember this here being the 2016 Rio Olympics, just like classy white bottom and a blue blazer on top. Looked awesome. We got Michael Phelps there, eating 10,000 calories a day and kind of leading us through the charge. I remember really clearly, where were they? These ones here. This was the 2004 Olympic Games in Greece. And I remember those like weird, I don't even know what you call them, like those French beret maybe or something like that. Like that didn't age well. But man, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, who on earth thinks that those weird jumpsuits look good? So let's look through. They wear different things into the opening and into the closing. So we're going to scroll down here, look at the other pictures. Here is the closing. I love the top of that. So this is going to be what we're wearing as the Olympics close, and we lead the entire competition, and we've won gold in women's soccer, won gold in men's and women's basketball. So much more. We're going to preview all of that on this channel, so make sure you're stayed tuned for that. But imagine like how cool we feel up top, but then you keep scrolling down and they're rocking blue jeans in it and a tie. And to me, I don't know, it just looks really, really tacky to see that. It's like trying to be casual, but then like you're real classy on top. So that gives me, again, a lot of cringes just seeing this look of it right here. And man, the more people you see our opening day ones on, the worse it is looking. Yeah, if I wouldn't even go out of the house in this. I bet you we'll all be able to buy these on clearance very, very soon because I think Ralph Lauren really messed it up here, but I could be totally wrong. I'm also like getting older and maybe my sense of style is way off and I'm full of cap, as the kids say, or something like that. So let me know in the comments if I'm way off on this. Do you think this is sneaky cool and I'm wrong on that? Or, you know, here's a cool look like for a wear around town kind of look. I'd totally rock this. But man, it's the jeans there. Just give us white khakis or something with that, like they did back in the former Olympics. So very curious. Here's their hype video, and you can tell by like how they dropped it. They're feeling good about it. And so here's Polo Ralph Lauren's announcement of these new uniforms.
Putting on that Team USA uniform makes you feel invincible.
Unstoppable.
The sky is the limit. You're part of the unifying moment.
The goal is to break a world record, to be the best.
Not just good, not just great. I want to be a legend.
So absolute chills hearing the soundtrack of that, and there's nothing in the world I like more than every 4 years or every 3 years if you have a global pandemic, the Olympics. Like there's nothing better for American pride in that than all of that. So I agree with all the substance of that teaser there and love the voiceover, and they did it. They killed it. But man, every shot of that, you're like, yes, I'm so proud to be an American, where at least I know what? You're wearing that, bro? Like this is like a lot of controversy, right? A lot of controversy there. So looking through here, I wanted to point out a couple other ones that, like, I'm at least glad we didn't go this far. So I guess there was like a time, this would have been this would have been Winter Olympics, 98, the cowboy hat. I guess we kind of tried to lean into the idea that like we're a bunch of Dallas, like Texan cowboys, or like that idea that everyone in America is a cowboy. I did watch Yellowstone, so maybe I could start rocking a belt buckle and a cowboy hat. I don't know if I could pull it off. So we did like these cowboy hat kind of things for quite a few Olympics. So I'm glad those are gone. This one is rough here. This one here, this was the 1984 Olympics, so a year before I was born. And those, man, I'm glad we're not. Just, to me, I just feel like this is what George W. Bush and his dad would wear every day. Like, it's just, you're basically George, Jeb, and George W. Bush right there. And again, man, a lot of years they went with this cowboy hat look. So I guess I'm thrilled that we went away from the cowboy hat look. And I think part of the problem when you're designing a uniform for those opening games is you have to like have a hat. And if one person wears a hat, everyone has to wear a hat. And what type of hat looks good on everybody. And maybe they went with the beret like we saw earlier, or this cowboy hat. But man, that is brutal. Here we go, getting into some black and white looks. This would have been 1972 Olympics. I like the uniformity there. This looks very Soviet to me. And I guess it's wearing like a down jacket. That's hard. But this is a kind of weird one. 1960 Winter Olympics, and they all look like, that looks very Russian to me. This is kind of cool. I mean, I wouldn't have been opposed to like a throwback hat, something like that. Resurrect that. We know there's a lot of people are making throwback stuff cool, so we could have gone there. And then which other one did I want to point out on this? Oh, this here. I mean, I would have, something like this could have been cool. Love the sweaters and like the Captain America type red, white, and blue right there. But there you have it. So that is the big news. Man, I would have much rather seen us, instead of jeans, go with something like this, right? Where you have that nice blue blazer on top and just white here. That would have made the closing day one really come together. But I just cannot justify what they did with the Ricky Bobby Daytona 500 type look as the kickoff. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I think or what Aaron thinks. What matters is what you all think. So let us know in the comments what type or what you think of these uniforms, first of all, and then what Olympic Games do you want us to preview the most? We're pumped about diving into women's soccer, into women's basketball without Caitlin Clark. And then obviously men's basketball is going to be crazy interesting for sure. Gymnastics, it's going to be crazy to see what happens with Simone Biles coming back. Who's stepping up to lead us in the pool? What sprinters do we have to look forward to? So a ton of fun, exciting stuff coming up, all about the Olympics. And I cannot wait for it, because in this dead time before football kicks up, basketball's over, it's the Olympics that get us through the summer. So thanks for huddling up, and we'll catch y'all on the flip side.